one of the most important events of my lifetime, and what really explained classical music to me was in a Seventh-day Adventist church down in South Central. We arrived on a Saturday, and when the orchestra got there, a funeral was underway. And there was a grieving community mourning the passing of a young man who, of course, was filled with promise, and of course, whose life was cut short, pointlessly, stupidly. The first thing on the program was the Egmont Overture of Beethoven, which is about a revolt of an oppressed community. It starts with these absolutely crashing chords of unbearable grief, an unbearable rage, and gradually a small melody arrives that says, no, we have to continue, but we have to continue together. So Beethoven hands the melody from section of the orchestra to section of the orchestra until gradually this little whisper turns into this soaring anthem. To feel that music meet that community exactly where they were. It wasn't that classical music had to be explained to the community. That community was explaining classical music to us. So that would be a typical neighborhood concert.
The neighborhood concerts are an invitation to hearing the music of the LA Philharmonic, but where people live. During the Civil Rights era, you found the LA Philharmonic performing under the direction of Zubin Mehta and Calvin Simmons in churches in Los Angeles and in prisons and in community centers. When I came on board and started doing the neighborhood concerts in the 90s, it was an echo of what Zubin Mehta and Calvin Simmons had done before.
People love any part of the Philharmonic coming to their community. At the last concert, a man came up to me and he said, "This music is just so good for your soul."
The neighborhood concerts are developed in partnership with a community host, whether it be a church or a community center. And it's not just showing up once, it's showing up many times. It's developing a relationship over time and over years.
When you go out into the community, you don't go out and try and change the community. You let the community change you, and they really welcome us.
Los Angeles is big, more than 10 million people, and a geographic spread that is unlike any other.
Los Angeles is the most diverse city on earth. So the possibilities for what neighborhood concerts are in this city are astounding. And the arrival of Gustavo is unimaginable when we were just programming these concerts in the early 90s. Social justice is at the center of Gustavo's agenda.
The establishment of Yola in 2007 also created a change in focus of our neighborhood concerts. Our Yola students are musically accomplished enough to play alongside of LA Phil musicians in the neighborhood concerts. To see a fourth grade student playing side by side with a Philharmonic violinist playing a double concerto was just too exciting for words.
I wasn't supposed to be in the LA Phil. I didn't come from a neighborhood where I didn't even know you could make a full-time living in music. It takes a teacher having a special interest in you, someone giving you a chance to prove that you can do it. And then you realize, I've got to be that person to give somebody that chance.
Getting the orchestra out into the city, you realize what music is for and what music is about. Music belongs wherever there are people.